I would like you to take a look at regulation from the broker's viewpoint, from the customer's viewpoint, and from the industry's viewpoint.
Insurance brokers pose two significant risks to the market.
I think as well, sorry.
How do you convey that to the consumer? It needs to be faster. Sorry, can I start again?
Finally, in regards to treating customers fairly, I think this can only be seen as a good thing.
And the winner in this one is Oliver. The task I want to set you now is to confront the challenge we've got of recruiting great people into this industry when balanced against the challenge of the changes in university funding. So I want you to design an advertisement that will attract school leavers into our industry. I want to engage their excitement. I want them to see there's good careers. I want to get them to come and want to work in insurance. So use all your imagination and all your skills to attract the best talent to this industry. And I look forward to seeing your advert shortly.
Tell me the findings of your ponderings, please, Ashley.
Well, I wanted to show the potential for development within the industry, and that's the sort of theme of it. My strapline or catchphrase, whatever you want to call it, is climb ladders, and that's also the logo, insurance broking, climbing ladders or climb ladders.
Can you tell me what you've come up with?
Yeah, I wanted to make the advert basically very visual because I don't want to make it sort of really wordy, because I just don't think it'll get read. One of the things that I was thinking was to try and sort of keep it in line with sort of other media that's out there at the moment and what's current at the moment.
Yeah.
So I've kind of gone with like the keep calm sort of feeling.
I understand that copyright's lapsed as well, so it's free to use for anybody.
There we go. So there we go. I've just learned something. So, but it seems to be out there. It seems to be quite current with that sort of age group at the moment. So I thought that would be quite sort of a good thing to go down.
Because this is the one that comes from the wall, isn't it? Keep calm and carry on.
Carry on, absolutely. So my sort of theme is going to be keep calm. You don't need uni.
I've been researching the internet, just looked at, unemployment levels of young students. I've also looked at political and economical and social factors that are possibly going to affect the campaign itself. But I think the key issues I found that young people aren't aware of the capacity and the progression in the insurance industry.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of aimed it at a person. I've given an example of Toby, who was 18 himself, didn't want to go to university, but decided to pursue the brokerage route.
This is somebody you noticed it? Or is this somebody you know?
It's someone I've kind of...
But rebranded?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a bit around myself, really, if we really go into detail.
Tobietta.
Yes.
You can't do everything on two pages. So what is going to be your absolute key message? What are you starting with? What's the hook that's going to get people bang to stop at those 2 pages and think, I'll stop here and I'll actually look at these pages?
Yeah, I mean, the hook I've chosen here is insurance broking. How far do you want to take it to suggest that you can, if you've got the ambition and drive to go through the industry and achieve qualifications, maybe chartered status, etc. Really, you can go as far as you want with it.
The idea obviously was to perhaps try and use this as a springboard for a full sort of media campaign.
Yep.
And my thoughts behind that was that you could use the sort of insurance broking climbing ladders or climb ladders as a bit of a brand for, put my website, email address for sort of registering your interest. You can tweet, hashtag climb ladders, or visit the Facebook. And the idea behind it was to perhaps sort of, one, visit schools and sort of maybe put forward some presentations under the Climb Ladders sort of banner, and maybe sort of business days and things like that, showing them what the industry has to offer.
Personally, if I'm young and I'm looking at this, I don't really care that the insurance industry is worth £40 billion, to be honest with you, because the city investment industry is probably worth three times that much.
That's a fair comment.
And Manchester City and Man United on the football industry. I don't know. There might be some other ideas you can bring forward with your kind of idea that might make it stack up. That's just something to go away with and perhaps have a think about.
Definitely, that's helpful, because I think it's true. I think that, if I was seeing that, it's a fair comment. If I was seeing that as sort of, an 18-year-old leaving sort of sixth form, would I care that the insurance industry is worth 40 billion? It's kind of nice to know that you're getting into an industry that is quite large, but as you say, there's definitely industries out there that are a lot larger than that.
What's going to be the sort of grabbing key message that your advert's going to
I don't know, I thought of various different ideas, sort of the sky, thinking about your career, sort of question mark being the title, and the sky's the limit in insurance, something along those lines, or even, maybe something along the lines of, when I grow up, I want to be whatever, and then sort of follow it on from that. Something to sort of captivate someone to read the rest of the article, really.
What else do you think is quite unique about the adverts that you like when you see them?
I suppose it's the colour.
Colour?
Yeah. I think you obviously be attracted to something that's more colourful rather than black and white.
Yeah. What about, to me it's straplines or a slogan.
Yeah.
There are universal slogans which people know.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the idea of a slogan really is to bring you in.
I've put on here that obviously, if we're saying it's an alternative to university, there is a chance to earn money straight away. And there is.
Put a figure on that, or?
I could do. I'd also would want to say as well that regarding there tends to be performance-related incentives as well.
And do you think there's some scope for using some celebrities or anything like that in what you're doing?
Perhaps that wouldn't necessarily be the avenue that I'd prefer to go down. I think it's a credible profession, and unless there's a well-known insurance celebrity, I think I'd prefer to stick with the fact that it is a good profession.
What was the first insurance you owned?
Probably my car insurance, to be fair. Yeah, absolutely. And they're all going to have just passed their test as well. So. How
much was your motor insurance when you first bought it?
Yeah, it was cheaper than it is now, that's for certain. Significantly cheaper than it is now.
Do you think an 18-year-old at the moment before they saw this advert, would understand that there is more to insurance broking than, let's be honest, meerkats and opera singers?
That's almost like, I was even thinking along those lines. I think I even put, there is more to insurance than you think. I was going to say more than just compare the market and compare the meerkat. I think that message does need to come across, because it's not just about data input on a website.
Get their attention. Okay. Grab them in. Bring them into this heady world of insurance broking. It is more exciting than they think it is. That's what you've got to make. Because you obviously do love it. You're very passionate about it.
Yes.
Confident, and what are you hoping to achieve for the end of today with this?
I'm feeling confident. I'm hoping to get basically something drawn up that's going to look presentable, with all the key points which are going to grab interest on there. And hopefully get that set up, and then see if we can